I'm Mark Calley, I'm Mr. Saltwater Tank, and this is Mr. Saltwater Tank TV. When you think saltwater, do you think Denver, Colorado? Probably not. But if you weren't in Denver for MACNA 2014, you were missing out. MACNA, home to a couple of big things, a lot of little things, and how about something little, unique, and cuddly? One nice thing about coming to MACNA year after year is that you get to see the progression of the hobby. And last year, Reef Gen had some flamboyant cuttlefish that you all brought out. This year, Laura, you're telling me you have a new species out, seen first here at MACNA.
That's right. This cuttlefish is the bandensis cuttlefish, also known as the stumpy cuttlefish.
The stumpy cuttlefish.
The stumpy cuttlefish.
Okay.
And it's a dwarf cuttle, like the flamboyant, so it only gets to be about 4 inches.
Okay.
But it makes a better pet.
In what way?
It's easier to care for. They breed readily. Anybody with a reasonable reef skills can breed these cuttlefish.
Interesting.
And they breed a lot. So you have the potential of ending up with a lot of cuttlefish eggs that you can then again distribute throughout the hobby. So.
And what about eating? Do they need live shrimp like the flamboyants, or they will eat frozen?
That's a good question. The flamboyants were definitely live shrimp only. The bandensis you can pretty easily train onto frozen.
Okay.
Now that being said, I prefer to feed my bandensis live shrimp because frozen shrimp often is a very messy procedure with them. They'll eat half of it, they'll eat just the tail, and they'll go for another one. And you end up with big chunks of prawn all over your tank that you have to look for and fish out.
And the flamboyants were a reddish color. What color varieties do we get with the bandensis?
Now the bandensis, their resting color is often like a cream or a gray color, similar to that. Or this is a more juvenile coloration, that whiter color.
Okay.
And then as they mature, the males and the females, they'll have a lot of different deep banding and stripes and spots. Like this male cuttlefish up here doing a territorial display. That's how you can actually tell it's a male, is they will have a very distinctive zebra black and white striping on their back.
Cool. And you said they pair up easily. Can you keep multiple pairs in a tank?
You can. You really need a big enough tank because these males are so juiced up on whatever their little cuttlefish hormone is that they fight like crazy.
Leave it to the guys. You gotta get a bunch of guys together in a small area. They're gonna fight.
They're brawlers.
Now I know the flamboyants, their price was a higher price point. What is the price point on these bandensis?
Well, the bandensis, because they're easier to breed, we're able to offer them at only $100 per cuttlefish.
Wow, that's a big reduction from the flamboyants.
Yeah.
Now, if we wanted to get some, where would we get them?
Live Aquaria has them available right now on their website, and they will be carrying our bandensis cuttles. They're amazing pets. They're very hardy. They're very easy to keep. They're fun to feed, and they've got a lot of personality. They come right up to the glass. They beg for food. They look for attention. They're curious. You have your hand in the tank cleaning the glass, they'll come up to it. And
cool. And they get it on a lot, so hey.
They get it on a lot.
They sound like much more affordable for the average aquarist.
Yeah.
And still giving you some great displays of color, and hey, they get it on a lot.
Yeah.
Great, Laura. Thanks for showing me these guys.
Oh, thank you.
Laura said these cuttlefish would do well in a 20 to 30 gallon tank. That means one thing. Nano tank time. When it comes to saltwater tanks, bigger is better, right? Well, Flugel is thinking smaller is better. I'm here with Francis from Flugel. I'm looking at a small package here that has a lot of punch. Walk me through this thing.
Sure does. This is our new Flugel C Evo 5.
5 gallons.
5 gallons.
Okay.
And you know, even though it's 5 gallons, right out of the box, you can keep the most delicate SPS corals in here. This LED light, touch-sensitive switch, but the key really is this LED light. At the first 2 inches, you're going to have 100 micromoles par. Down at the bottom, about 50 to 60 micromoles.
Out of this one light?
Out of this one light. So you can keep stony corals all the way through, even clams. There's an integrated filtration system here with mechanical, chemical, and biological filtration, as well as an integrated pump. And there's even a spot for your heater. So one clean package. It's called the Flugel C Evo 5.
And if we want to go higher, we got something here behind me.
Exactly. This is the next step up. It's the Flugel C Evo 12. Wanted to do something a little bit different here. So it has a little base, lifts it off the ground by about an inch or so. It makes it look like it's floating.
That's cool.
Again, a very, very powerful light, touch sensitive and LED, beautiful blue glow to it. Unique looking hood, you know. Right now, a lot of people's nano tanks are very, very angular. I wanted to get away from that, so we gave it a nice organic radius curve on top.
Sure.
Very cool. There are lock line returns on there. They're split into two, so you can adjust the flow. Very, very powerful pump. And also, we have a skimmer that fits right inside the back here. It's called our Flugel C mini skimmer. And this thing is one awesome compact unit. I'm really, really proud of this one, and I think it'll do well. You know, the key to growing our hobby is to make things very, very affordable.
Sure.
This unit here is going to retail for $99, and that includes the tank, the pump, the filter, the LED light, and Flugel C salt.
Salt too.
Exactly.
It comes in the package.
Exactly.
Interesting.
It's a turnkey thing. This one here, we're looking at about $159 retail. It's going to come with everything again, including the salt. The skimmer is going to be sold separately, and that's going to be about, you know, between $60 and $70.
Okay. And for people who want something a little bit bigger, we got something behind me.
Yeah, this thing here is pretty special.
This looks like a bigger version.
Yeah, this is our limited edition Flugel Edge 800 CRF edition. So all the partial proceeds for this tank are going to support the work that the Coral Restoration Foundation is doing.
Great.
We're making only 122 of these.
Wow, that's pretty limited.
It is, but I mean, check it out. Striking blue color, neat stand, slides like that.
Very modern type of look.
It is. And this features our new LED. So it's Wi-Fi controllable. You can vary the intensity and the spectrum, more blue or more white. And actually, all of our new performance LEDs are going to be Wi-Fi controllable.
And this is a kind of a nano type of tank. Usually that means filtration is iffy, but it sounds like you guys have done some thinking with this.
Yeah, definitely. So first we have the protein skimmer here, which is easily accessible through this door. The really cool thing about this unit is what we call the SimpleTech filter. First is what was called the SimpleTech system. So inside we have ceramic biomedia. But you know, with bioballs and biomedia in a reef tank, you know, detritus builds up, it can cause nitrate issues. So here we have a backwash feature. You turn the dial to backwash, and it actually backwashes, and you attach a siphon here, and it backwashes directly into the bucket.
So it doesn't into the tank, out.
Out, exactly.
Okay.
So you can do a water change and backwash your tank at the same time.
Interesting.
And if you want to feed, you flick it to feed, and it just cuts the flow as well.
And
so
that's cool. And it's ceramic media, any chemical filtration in here?
Yep, there's impregnated carbon inside our polywool, and so these just come out and are replaceable as well.
Interesting.
So yes, a lot of thought went into this filter. There's even a space to put your heater in here too.
Right in here?
Yes.
Flugel heater though, right?
Of course.
And this is all one nice package.
One nice package. It's going to retail for about $700 at your fish store. And to get one, there's only 122 made. You have to ask and special order it. It's called the Edge 800 CRF edition.
Now 800 includes stand, tank, light, everything.
Yeah, $700 includes stand, tank, light, protein skimmer, filter,
salt.
And salt, Flugel C salt as well.
Salt's important in a saltwater tank. These Flugel tanks are definitely unique. Now I need something eye-catching to put in them. Like this. No, not that. This. One of the great things about coming to MACNA is you get to see a lot of stuff that catches your eye. One thing that's definitely catching my eye right now are these long-fin fancy clownfish from Sustainable Aquatics. Matthew, tell me about this pair because they are definitely unique.
Well, we brought them just to show them off because they are different, and seeing them in person is, you know, kind of fun for everybody. But they came from a mutation that just showed up out of a group of fancy clownfish. We raise a lot of fancy clownfish, you know, for sale, and we always watch them to make sure we see any problems, we can pull them out. And we saw one that just had unusually long fins. It was very small, and it was being pestered by its tank mates. So we pulled it out and separated it and let it mature a little bit. And then we mated it up with another fancy clown female. And now we're producing some longfin babies from that pair.
So is this a genetic mutation?
Yeah, now we kind of know that it's genetic. We weren't sure at first if it would be heritable, if the little longfin would pass along that trait to its offspring, but it turns out that it does.
Have you observed any aggression from other clownfish picking at the long fins?
Unfortunately, yes.
If you had clownfish in your tank already and it was big enough to support multiple clownfish, you want to exercise some caution if you're going to put in some long
I would think
fins.
so, yeah. It's going to be kind of a specialty fish you want to keep probably by itself as far as not with other clownfish.
Now these sounds like you guys are just getting these going. Any idea on when they would be out in more numbers?
We're hoping around 2015, maybe summer of next year, that we'll have them available for purchase.
And all your fish are captive bred, so we're not harvesting from the ocean.
That's true, yeah. So here we're creating a demand for a fish that isn't in the ocean, which we think is a good thing.